So right out of the box we have these two bits of paper. They are the directions on how to make the bow and how to make your own arrows. This is the video on how to make the bow. We have another video out already that shows you how to make arrows. So we don't need those. Now let's label the parts. First we have the bowstring, which is already tied, though it may need adjusting later. Next we have the limbs. They should be pretty identical. They are tapered at one end and knocked at the other, both of them are, so they can fit nicely into the grip, which already has an arrow rest on it. Now there are two ways to put this together. The first one is to just jam these on together with some WD-40 or other kind of lubricating oils to fit them down. I would recommend the second option, which uses PVC primer and cement. This stuff will give it a much nicer fit and give you a much stronger bow. So for this video we're going to use the PVC cement. And some things you need to remember when you're using this stuff is to wear proper protection and do it outside, because this stuff is really toxic and it smells terrible. Alright, so first we're going to coat the ends with primer. Comes on this little bushy ball thingy to apply it. And we're going to put it on the ends of both of the limbs, just like this, to about 1.5 to 2 inches on it. The other one too. And also we're going to coat the inside of the grip on both ends. Just like that. And next we're going to put on some of this PVC cement. It has a similar applicator. It's a little goopier, but it's just fine. And now we'll do one limb at a time and one end of the grip at a time. You'll see why in a second. Alright, now we'll just jam them together. And they should go in about 1.5 to 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, as far as you can get them in there. And that'll do just fine. Now for the next one, we'll do the same thing. Now for this one, be sure to line up your bow limbs so they don't end up going off at awkward angles like this or anything like that. Right, you want the limbs to line up straight up and down, and that looks pretty good. Maybe a little adjustment. Alright, now from here all we have to do is wait. The recommended wait time is about 3 hours, so we'll be back in 3 hours. Alright, now that the bow's nice and solid, we're going to string it. So in order to do that, we're going to put a loop on a knock, flip it upside down, put that end on the ground, and then with your body weight push it down so it bends a bit until you get the other loop on, just like that. And it does matter which side these knots are on. If you are left-handed, it should be on the right side. If you're right-handed, they should be on the left side. Alright? And now we're going to find the center of this bow. Now in order to find the center, you're going to need to use something to measure it with, the taunt end. That's long enough to go all the way across. This one is 40 inches, so half of that would be 20. And then we need a straight edge to go perpendicular from the bowstring to the grip. So we can try to measure exactly where the center is. And with a Sharpie or something that could work on PVC, we're going to mark it at that center. Now we're going to put the arrow grip, the arrow rest, right below that line. That line is where your arrows are going to sit, and the arrow rest should be just below it to hold it in place. Now this is optional. You could put some duct tape back here where your fingers are going to be to help protect them, but other than that, you're done.